had $35 to my name.
Yeah.
$35. I'm on my way to Alabama. Don't know nobody.
Right.
Nobody's waiting on me.
Right. You just out there.
I'm
You know,
out
before my time, they won't let me do that in Atlanta.
Right.
So now, instead of me like everything going good, I get to Atlanta, they like, no, you gotta wait your time. Bro, I sat in that bus station, bro, for like 3 hours because I was early. Remember I told you I got on early?
Yeah.
What's up, world? It's your boy Mike from Ice Stuff Photography. I'm right here with my boy, man, the dopest, one of the dopest videographers, photographers in Dallas, Texas, man. My boy Cam God right here. Cam, what's good with you, bro?
Man, what's going on with you, bro?
Man, we good. So I've been watching my boy Cam for the longest. He been watching me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's reached out to me numerous of times, bro, but I feel like today was a good day for me to bring him in. We weren't even supposed to be doing this right now.
Wasn't even supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? We just came in for a little interview. Not an interview, but like, you know, just to be running with each other.
Politicking,
like, hey,
you know, chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a long time coming, a long time.
But we here.
Yeah. It's crazy, too. It's crazy. Because I can remember the first time when I first seen you working at Royal Lane Studios.
Right.
What was it? Urban, right?
Yeah.
And that was when I first started.
Right.
And I seen your work up there. I see you, and I wasn't nowhere even close to the level
right.
of what I'm doing now. I didn't know nothing about shutter or ISO or aperture or nothing.
But you had that camera, you was like, hey, I don't know that much, but hey, man, look, this is what I got right now. You know what I'm saying?
So now it's like even an honor just seeing you when I go to different events and you be working, doing your thing, and to be at the same field. Yeah, man, it's an honor.
And it's crazy, bro, because I remember, now I think back about it, I remember a couple concerts. I think it was the Lil Baby concert I see you working at, we was there together. But like all that stuff, it wasn't playing in. You know what I'm saying? Like it
was out of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just
but you understand,
thing.
it was a certain amount of photographers and videographers that they let on their stage and record.
Right.
You know how many photographers, videographers in Dallas?
I already know.
But we was there.
It's a saturation of them.
You see what I'm saying? But we were there, so they made, bro, we both dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I said it was an honor to even be in the same area to even be doing it.
Right.
Because like you say, it's so many photographers that can get access, but it's only a few, you know what I'm saying, people
that do.
But I respect, because even if we talking about, I don't want to jump the gun, but you know, it's a formula to everything.
Exactly.
So it's like, to formula to even get there, sometimes you gotta finesse.
Right.
And that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Get there, you gotta finesse. So I show more respect to the ones that they get in there. You know, people get upset. Man, they got so many in there, but some finesse their way in. But that's how you start too.
Right.
You gotta go. You gotta open them, because nobody's gonna open the door for you.
Right.
You know, and then as you continue to keep on working and staying consistent in what you're doing, people are watching.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like same thing with the artists. The labels are watching the artists.
Right.
But they want to see how consistent they are.
Exactly.
And not gonna quit.
Right.
Just the same thing. You seen me doing what I was doing, and you've been doing way longer than I've been doing. So it's always, I'm learning from you and watching what you're doing. So I'm seeing the formulas and steps, and to be consistent and to have you hit me up. So, you know, I'm
And the crazy part is, bro, like you said, when you first see me at Royal Lane, you was just getting started. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember how many years, probably like 5-6 years, right?
Yeah.
But like, I've been doing photography for 8 years, and you sitting right here next to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you was looking at me like, man, I'm just trying to get on his level, or man, I'm trying to do that. Look,
man,
right here.
I'm still trying to get on your level. Man, you was killing it.
For me to have you on my podcast, bro, that mean I consider you as being dope. Man. Like I might not feel like, you know what I'm saying, your edit's the same as mine. I might feel like your lighting the same as mine, but it's something about you that I feel like it's dope.
Right,
and that's why you here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I just told you before we got on this podcast, I was like, bro, your music videos are dope. You're like, yeah, man, when you work the AOD, man, I see your video. I might be dope at that. But when it's time for me to shoot those music videos.
And it's all different levels of them.
Exactly.
It's way different levels.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we basically here today, bro, and we're going to teach y'all a formula of just getting started. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just getting started and, you know, growing your business and stuff like that. The way that I got started, shout out to my brother DUDE right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started off with a camera. I used to do music. You ain't know that, did you? All right, so I used to do music.
Well, I guess everybody, because I used to do music too.
See what I'm saying? Man, bro, I met so many photographers and videographers who used to do music.
I did.
So my whole reason of me buying my own music video, bro, I'm from Shreveport. Like, at that time, we wanted nobody to shoot music videos.
Well, there was nobody shooting music videos too like
That's
that.
What I'm saying. But it's like, it was like, man, I think I was thinking ahead of something, but I bought my camera.
Right.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna start shooting. But then when I got the camera, I was like, how am I gonna shoot my own music videos?
Right.
So I got a tripod, I was doing all this, that. So I went like a year or two, bro, with my camera just sitting down collecting dust, right? So I was just like, man, like I spent like $300 on this camera, man. Just collected all my dust. Like I would clean everything in the room, but leave the camera right there.
You would, because like you say, it's there. The item, whatever it is that you want to do, is there for you to, even a book. Right. You just gotta read it. You gotta study it. You gotta, and if you don't take that steps to do it, and then sometimes people will pick it up and they'll shoot, and you got the option to have automatic or manual. Right. That'll tell you who a real shooter too at the same time. So they'll give you a camera, you see automatic, like what the hell? You ain't know the steps. I don't know how to do it. Nah, you ain't no shooter. Right. You ain't no real shooter.
I started off in automatic. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's before
I did too.
Before I did.
Everybody does.
The day that I dedicated myself being a photographer, that's when I started studying about manual and stuff like that. Because at first I picked it up and it was just like, I want to learn how to take pictures. I want to learn how to shoot videos. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I wasn't serious about it. I'm just like, hey, I see this automatic right there. I ain't got to think about it because I know if I use automatic, it's going to get close to what I want it to look like. You know what I'm saying? So the day that I picked my camera up and I started taking photos, like I was just taking photos of my sister, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I never realized, like, I was like, okay, I'm taking photos of my sister. When I was showing it to my people, it was like, man, like, you got an eye. Yeah. But to me, I'm just like, man, what you talking about,
That's the thing. Right. It's that eye. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's the separate. Some people shoot. People get the camera and they shoot, but it's that one that's like, you don't even have to edit know how to edit, but you have the eye to know how it looks, that angle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like right in your head. So, and people don't get it too. I don't know if you feel it, but this is how I feel it. I get so hot, like my energy. I start sweating when I'm shooting. Nobody else will be sweating, but I'll be sweating because I'm focused. I am focused on this energy, and sometimes I'll be holding my breath when I'm shooting and everything, just trying to look for this right spot, doing whatever I got to do to get this shot.
Man, that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's your formula to getting a good shot. Right. You know what I'm saying? I might try to come do that same thing. Like if you be like, all right, if I be like, hey Cam, God, man, how can I get my videos to look this certain way right here, right? And I'd be like, you tell me, you're like, oh, bro, in order for you to get a good video, you got to have your shutter speed at least 60 and up, or you got to have it 100 and up, or whatever you tell me, right? If I go over there and I try 50, and I'm like, man, it ain't working. 40, man, it ain't working. You told me 60.
That's true, though, but sometimes you got to look at it this way. Like, it just come with that person. With me, I got to feel it. The picture, when I start shooting, I may go over that hour when I'm shooting with the person. Right. Because I want this shot. Nah, I see it and I need to get this shot because I need that money shot. I need that one that's going to pow.
Exactly. So no matter how long it takes. Right.
So when I'm shooting a video, sometimes we'll have this plan, a whoop-de-whoop, or the artist may not forget this, and so I got to improvise.
Right.
And the shot is based off of how I see it, if I feel it, because you are the director.
Exactly.
Now, if I'm bringing out the artist's thoughts on how they want this video to look like. Right. Now it's up to me to actually bring it out and go further and beyond, not just basic, but I want to go further and beyond.
Right, exactly.
So because it's not even about the money, it's just being. I want the customer to actually be happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want them to be happy with what they get. So I'm gonna always put my best work, and I love doing it.
Exactly.
So now that's that passion that you see, and I'm like, oh well, I want to use the 50, but I'm using the 50 because of this. This is because it also has this type of shot.
Right.
I'm gonna use the 24 frames or the any other type of lens that I'm gonna use to get this type of shot. And the reason why, because the lenses talk.
Exactly.
Without talking, the camera talks. You can be sitting there and the camera is talking.
Right.
As it's showing that visual, and that's really the reason why I even started doing the camera.
Man,
doing photography and videography.
So to carry on with my story, bro, when I started doing those photos, and like you said, once you find out you got that eye and you stick going to it, boom. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, because at first when I got my camera, I was working in a pharmaceutical warehouse. I was there 5.5 years, right? I ended up getting fired when I had my son because I missed the son. They called me over the phone and fired me, right? So this whole time. Was
you a good worker or was you bullshitting?
I was bullshitting. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I started working there when I was 18 years old. That was my first job I ever had.
How long was you working there?
5 years, 5.5 years. But look.
So you got comfortable with it.
Yeah, but look, the next job that I had, since I got fired from bullshit at that, when I went into that job, like I knowing that, hey, if I bullshit, it's a possibility they can fire me because I've been fired for bullshit before.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So whenever, after I got fired from that job, like I said, I still had that camera.
Right.
So I didn't have no other income. So I used to go downtown, bro. I still got it on my Facebook. I print out this little flyer thing, And cause I had this time I took a couple of clients and stuff like that, just finding little pretty girls and families to shoot.
Yeah.
But I had this one flyer, bro, and I ain't gonna never forget. Like the girl had some short shorts and like a crop top shirt, right?
Yeah. I'm
in such grind mode, bro. I take this to my church and I try to get my pastor to put. She ain't having no lingerie or nothing. She just had on like, you know what I'm saying, like little. But in my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to get clients, so I'm giving everybody this flyer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I seen him say no, we can't put this in the church because it looked this type of way. Now I know, like, okay, I can put these flyers everywhere else, but I can't put them in no church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So start doing it. Now I'm working at not a pharmacy, I'm working in the call center now, right?
Right.
So after I start working at this call center, now I'm in a spot to where my bookings start picking up, like more people calling me. So it was to the point like, okay, damn, somebody want to book me at this time. I got to work, so I don't want to go to work.
For the photography.
Yeah. So do I want to work or do I want to go to do this photo shoot? So when I started battling it a lot, I had to make a decision like, okay, your business started to pick up. So you got to let something go. You either going to be a full-time worker or you're going to be a full-time photographer, right? But I had to work to get to that point, right? So I've been knowing my brother Dude for, since he was in middle school playing snare and stuff like that.
Right.
So he went to high schools and band and stuff and all that. But at that time, when I was going through that phase of I got to decide if I'm going to be a boss or if I want to work or whatever like that, my bro was already a boss. And he was at this music studio working for himself, right? He been telling me to come over to this studio for the longest, bro. Like, for the longest. And I was giving excuses or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come, bro.
Yeah. I know how it goes.
So the first day that I came there, you know what I'm saying? I like, bro, what you doing? He like, man, I've been doing this music, bro. I was wowed by the spot, bro. Like, big studio, like crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, where you working at? I work right here. I was like, huh? like, where else you work? I work right here. I was like, for real? Now I said, how long you been doing? He's like, bro, I've been doing this for a minute. So that was my confirmation. I was like, okay, if my bro can do this, then okay, it's a possibility that I can do that. So I started asking him different questions, like, man, like, you know, what, how long, like, you standing, and he like, yeah, bro, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? I come in here, I come in the morning time, sometimes I leave late. Yeah. You know, sometimes I do this, and this. So now he's telling me his formula. You know what I'm saying? So the day that I quit my job, I was like, all right, I don't want to do this stuff no more, bro. I want to do photography full time, right? So the days that it was coming, like, my bills about to get ready to be due, right? And let's say that I was unable to pay my bills, right? Mm-hmm. I can guess and wonder, like, dang, I ain't pay my bills because this, that, and that. But I can be like, okay, dude told me he put this amount of hours in. Did I try a formula that I know that he showed me that worked? Or did I just do what I wanted to do? You know what I'm saying? So when he told me, hey, bro, it's an all-night thing. I get in here and grind. I do this, that, and that. I tried it. You see what I'm saying? And start working. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I started doing it. Then after that, I say like, I was in studio like 2 years or something. I try to go work at Walmart, right? And then at this time, when I'm working at Walmart, I'm putting myself back in the same spot to where it's decide if you want to do photography or your job, right?
Yeah.
I get booked to come out here to Dallas and shoot Webby. I'm still living in Shreveport. I shoot Webby, right? I come back to Walmart, everybody like, dude, what you doing here? You just said you shoot Webby. Like, why you working here? It clicked into my mind. It clicked into my mind like, shit, why am I working here? So I quit from Walmart. I ain't worked a job since, bro. You know what I'm saying? All because I went back to my formula. At that time, I was trying different stuff. I already knew it worked because I proven to myself that I can go a year or two without doing, you know what I'm saying, work. Right. But I got a little scary whenever this stuff came or something came. But the reason why that fear came in and stuff, because I didn't go back to my formula that worked. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm here today.
Nah, that's what's up.
I created a formula.
Shout out, dude.
For real. Shout out to my brother DUDE, man. But like, he was a big inspiration to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I never thought about it. Growing up as a child, my mom always worked for herself. Like, she had a beauty salon at her house. But I'm not thinking I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? So now when I seen my mom do that and I thought about it and I seen him do that, because at that time, like, oh, my mama just doing it because she's older than me.
Right.
So it's not relatable. See what I'm saying? But when I seen somebody around the same age group with me doing that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It hit different. You know what I'm saying? So like, that was one of my formulas, bro. And like, if you want to share, you know, kind of your formula, how you got started, so they can know.
No, it's basically like the same way. That's crazy because I'm gonna tell you this. Well, I've been wanting to do film and photography, just cinematography, you know, movies. Right. So that's what I really want to get into. Okay. Doing movies. Right. And I got that from, you know, just watching a lot of movies and everything like that, and Quentin Tarantino to next thing you know, I'm watching MTV when MTV first came out. Right. And I'm seeing all this Aerosmith, Nirvana, Metallica, Korn. I'm seeing their videos and how creative they are. Then I start getting Outkast, just seeing how more creative.
Right.
And those videos were videos. Budgets was like 50,000,
stupid amount,
60,000,
right.
$100,000,
right,
or more than that.
Maybe a million.
A million. You know,
my
videos
Michael Jackson, it probably was some band.
Man, so it was some, because they just needed what they needed,
exactly,
whatever they wanted. So then I always had this passion to do it. So I was in Cincinnati. I was actually on the run.
Right.
At the time. And I was out there with a friend. We had a pescatarian restaurant that we was cooking at. Now, it was a lot of artists that came in there too, because, you know, people was living a certain type of diet.
Right.
They coming in there. I'm meeting people because I was always infatuated with the music industry because I used to do music myself.
Right.
So next thing you know, I'm just start seeing people doing music videos. And I was like, okay, what's this? This was Instagram really just started getting hot.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let me set up. I wasn't, I was in the streets that, we didn't deal with the Instagram and the social media and all that. So I was like, I ain't doing that. If I got to put myself out there, let me do it.
Right.
You go to the beginning of my Instagram, you'll see my inspiration every time posting a camera, posting a meme about a camera.
Showing people what you
posting what I want to do.
Manifest.
I'm putting it out there. So I had a homegirl, you know what I'm saying? Her name was Princess, and that's who set up my Instagram account. And she actually,
shout out to Princess.
Yeah, Princess, and I have to give her a shout out, real shit, because one day we was in a car and she was like, hey Cam, she was like, call me by my name, wasn't Cam yet, but hey, what do you really want to do? What is your thing? So I told her, and then she set it up, and then I just started, every time I would see a news reporter, if I see somebody with a camera, if I see anything that could be camera worthy or any thoughts, I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
And then from there, came back home, ended up getting locked up, get out. My son's mother, who I met after I got out, had a camera. She had a T5 Rebel. That's what it was. It was a Canon T5 Rebel.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, let me, use it. It was the first time I ever seen a camera in front of my face.
Right.
Got the camera, started shooting with it. I was already following Alpha Male Visuals, GT Films, Mr. Boomtown, Jeff Adair, everybody that was doing videography.
Right.
Got home, next thing you know, I'm shooting. Jeff hits me up. Now I'm working at FedEx at this time.
Right.
I'm getting paid nothing, not that much. It's half an hour, not even a whole day.
Right.
I got child support taking money out.
Right.
And I'm not getting barely nothing. So Jeff hits me up. Hey, I see you doing pictures. I need an assistant.
Right.
I thought I made it. I got the call. Man, it's Jeff Adair. Hit me up. Oh my God, it's about to go down.
Right.
I had to work that same day too.
Oh.
Now that's when it comes to that judgment.
I know. That's
so I had to work that same time. So I went to my job.
Right.
I went to go shoot with him.
Right.
That video I showed you, that was the first artist that I ever worked with. That was him.
Right.
And he had faith and asked me to, shoot a video.
Right.
But I shot with Jeff. I was there working with him. He was like, yeah, man, I need you to get me a 50 millimeter.
Right.
I need you to go get me the 24.
Right.
I'm like, nah.
50.
Man, my head woo-woo, because he thought that I knew what I was doing. I didn't know nothing about nothing.
Right.
I was like a deer caught in the headlights. I didn't know nothing.
Right.
So I'm shooting, and then I'm shooting behind the scene pictures.
Right.
So that's when I started learning how to, the aperture, the ISO, certain things, because he kind of told me what to do a little bit.
Right.
After we finished, he was like, man, you don't know what the hell you doing. I said, look, bro. I said, look, if you just teach me, if you just show, just let me shadow you, I'll be good. I'll be good. So he was like, all right. I made it to work. I still went to work. Now, something happened at the job where they switched me from doing forklift to now I'm picking up these heavy bags and all that. This ain't what I signed up for.
Right.
So I'm feeling kind of hurt, body all bruised up dealing with this. So I was like, man, nah, I'm about to quit this.
Don't pay me enough for this.
Man, yeah. So I started shooting with Jeff. Jeff was hitting me up, and I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
He would call me up, we would work from 1 until like 11 o'clock in the afternoon at night.
Exactly.
Then sometimes we would drive all the way to Oklahoma. We had one shoot where we shot in Dallas. Then we went to Oklahoma.
Right.
Then we came back, ended like around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and shot downtown.
Right.
Working. And I always had work ethic. So as I was doing that, I was just learning and soaking up a lot. And then I would start shooting at the clubs.
Right.
Then everybody start calling me cam guy because I would shoot at like 1, 2, 3, or 4 clubs. But at the same time, I had so much behind me, man, it was like the motivation had to come because I quit my job already.
Right. Yeah.
And not getting paid.
Never.
It's now or never. So, baby, I got a son on the way.
Exactly. The same thing with me. I had a son on the way, all that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, son on the way. So baby mama on there talking about, oh, you ain't getting paid. They using you. You ain't doing nothing. But at the same time,
I got this opportunity.
That's how I looked at it.
Exactly.
I looked at it as being, if you just give me that little small inch, just give me that little. Right. Once I knew that door was open, once I knew I got a call for that, I knew to kick. Hey, I jumped out the motherfucking helicopter with no parachute.
And I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing, like the best part of that whole thing, bro. Like, although you didn't get paid with Jeff when y'all went out of town, y'all did that, and that. If a paid project comes back through, you don't never have to question and be like, man, am I gonna be tired after this? You done already did it.
I already did it.
So you know the formula. Like, if you were to sleep, like, hey man, I had to get 2 hours of sleep before I did this.
Exactly.
You know your formula.
See, this is the thing. It's like it got to be in you. It's either in you or not in you.
Exactly.
You know, because that motivation got to come from you yourself.
Exactly.
And that is the formula to have no fear. You got to be fearless when you do it. No, can't question yourself.
Right.
Because now it's just you.
Exactly.
It's just all you.
And you gotta be real with yourself at the end of the day. Like, you can say whatever you want to, but you gonna know in your mind.
Listen to me. I wasn't making no money. I still ain't making no money, but I'm making a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but don't listen to him. But, he making money.
listen. I'm telling you, when I first started, it was nothing. They was like,
right.
You have those weeks and them days, like you said. Your story was, and I was listening to you and you saying, you don't know like how dude was sharing. Yeah, man, I'm doing this. You don't know how it's gonna come out, but you got to stay consistent and grind. I don't give a damn what you. It got
win, lose, or draw.
This gotta be you. It gotta be you. So I know, because sometimes that rent will come up, and I ain't got it, but I know.
Man,
I don't need to go ask nobody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to be, hey girls, look, I need to borrow so and so. Mom, I need to borrow. Look, I need to borrow so and so, but
once you find
that formula,
bro.
Listen,
bro.
I got the formula. I don't gotta hustle. I ain't gotta go sell no crap. I don't gotta go. I ain't gotta hustle around nobody or something. Man, you know what? Let me go in and try to hustle. I know I gotta market this.
Right.
Formula.
Is that
market? That you gotta market. I know I gotta take this picture. Okay. All right, I need this. Let me get a couple of girls, or let me do this. Let me do a free video shoot or photo shoot or whatever it is. And let me post this and let me do this to create content because it's in my court. It ain't on nobody else. It's on me.
Exactly.
You know, so that
man, I was having a conversation with my brother Dude the other day, right? I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't know who you like.
Well, you know what? I was always into the 49ers.
Okay, bet. Okay. Dude, like, look at Dude like 49ers. But look, this is what I was telling Dude, right? So, my boy Dak Prescott, right? He can go throw one interception.
Yeah.
They gonna be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You wanna know why? Because he never showed that he could take his team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bring Tom Brady in. He can go throw 500 interceptions.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, all right, bro, you good. You wanna know why? Because he's shown that he can take his team to the Super Bowl. It don't matter what Brady do. He can mess up as much as he wants to, but he has shown he can take his team to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So once you're grinding and you do something, bro, and you show yourself that you can do it once, that's why you don't worry about. It can be that your rent due this day right here, and you ain't got it. You ain't had it all month, but you know for sure
it's gonna kick in.
It's gonna kick in because you know your formula to getting that rent money.
Because it's you, but you have to be consistent and
exactly.
And you also have to evolve. Right. You know, especially doing what I'm doing. I know I'm still learning. I just started. I'm not even at a peak. So it's like, you know, and people get tripped up on family. Oh, nobody supporting me or nobody like this. And they get caught up in all that other stuff. And it's not even necessary because you just do you. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your own lane. A lot of people don't like to stay in their own lane. They hop in your lane and they swerve right off.
Man, why my stuff ain't working? Right. Get back in your lane.
Get back in what you do.
To your formula.
What I do, like how I do it may not be how you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You may do this better, or you may able to do this in this way because of this. You know what I'm saying? My lane is just how I do it. Exactly. But it works for me because it's my formula.
Exactly.
You just
that's what I was telling you earlier, bro. I was like, man, I know how to shoot videos, but I know for sure if an artist be like, hey, I want a music video, I'm gonna go in and shoot the music video, but I'm gonna be like, hey, I did what I can do, but this nigga Cam got it. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know at the end of the day, you have a formula to where you shoot your music videos. If I don't have no formula, I'm just showing up shooting it. They got a music video.
Right.
But it's like a good music video.
You know, as far as that quality of what you, you know what I'm saying, and that's also comes into the formula of creating the brand of the business and how far you want the business to go. Yep. Because now, all right, I'm doing what I'm doing, but need a team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's why I told you, bro, I brought you in today, man, because like I'm trying to take the Ice Stuff photography brand to the next level, right? You trying to take Cam God and Jam Visions to the next level, right?
Right.
In order for me to take myself to the next level, I can't surround myself with somebody who's not better than me.
It gotta be that.
Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to step back and go teach them. But if I bring somebody else in who I can ask questions to, that's gonna help me build up. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell you, hey, bro, look, hey, what can I do for you? Because look, this is what I need from you. Like I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get.
And that's what it's supposed to be. That's how everything in life's supposed to be. And sometimes we get caught up because I have myself, and some things I passed up where it'd be like, oh well, I got to get paid to do that. You got to pay me to do that. And,
exactly, I do.
I'd be like, dang, I could have done it because I know if I'm over here with somebody else.
Yeah, I do it for them.
Yeah, I do it for them. But
it's the reason why when LeBron showed that he can get so many points. The first year that he becomes a free draft, like everybody want to get him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because he's proven his formula that, like, if you put LeBron on your team, it's a possibility you can win a championship because he's won championships.
Right, yeah.
But like that little rookie who just coming in, he get traded. It's gonna take a long time for them to call him because he haven't won any championship. You see what I'm saying?
They don't know nothing about
What's your formula? Your formula to me is like you lose out of time. You know what I'm saying?
You just going from here to here to here. And that's what everything that I've been doing. I haven't slowed like you see me with Jeff. Then it started off with Lil Wayne and from 85 South, MTV Wild 'N Out, from Key Glock to Young Dolph to Lil Baby.
Man, I seen you do the 85. Like, how did that come about with the 85? You ain't got to tell me.
That relationship was already built when I had did the MTV Wild 'N Out show, and I had linked up with DC Young Fly, and then I was shooting for DC Young Fly, and whenever he's in the city, we link up.
Right.
And then Carlos and
Carlos Miller
and Chico had a show, and then I was already with DC, so then I ended up meeting Carlos and Chico, and then the 85 South show came, and I was already cool with all of them.
Right.
So then linked up with them, got cool with 85 South show. They allowed me to shoot some of their segments. They actually gave me credits on the videos for the Dallas show.
Dope.
And I've been cool with them ever since, just rocking with them, building that relationship.
And see, the same way with like that situation right there, right? So the first person you built your relationship with was DC Young Fly, right?
Right.
So a lot of people would be like, okay, I got a relationship with DC Young Fly, but let me hit up Carlos Miller.
Yeah.
And they keep hitting them up, and Carlos Miller never bring them on.
Right.
Like, the reason why you came on is because you hit up DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
So you can't get mad.
Because it was already a relationship that was built that I knew.
That's your formula. If I want to get on to this 85 South show, I got to hit up DC Young Fly until I build that relationship.
Yeah.
So you can't get mad if you hit up Carlos all day and be like, hey, man, I've been on your show, this, that. That wasn't a formula you used to get on.
And it's all, and it really, everything has been organic.
Right.
It depends. I ain't gonna lie to you, because if it's a show that or artist that I really want to see or be there and really want to put some work in, I'm in there.
Paid, free,
get whatever. But most of the time, sometimes a blessing comes and a person call me and hit me up. But yeah, most of the relationships that I've built with everybody has at least been organic.
Right.
And
see, it's the same thing with me too. Like how you just said, like a lot of people, they might end up calling you.
Right.
Man, it was due to tell you, bro. It was numerous of times. I don't know if you remember. It was a famous model named Wayne Kango, and even Johnny Blaze, right?
Yeah.
So I used to always tell dude before. I used to hit Johnny Blaze up all the time. She never did respond.
Yeah.
All this stuff. But I told dude out my mouth, I say, I'm gonna end up shooting Johnny Blaze one day. You know what I'm saying? But I created a formula. And I just kept pushing on it, and it went from me trying to hit her up every day, and one day she just randomly reached out to me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I manifested and said that's what I wanted to happen.
That's a lot.
It's like 3 years, but
and people don't understand that. It's a lot about energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you shoot. If you really take yourself out the realm and look at it, the energy that you bring, the thoughts that like you say, but you have to speak these formulas. You have to know. You just can't dry ass just, oh, this is what I'm gonna do, and
you have to believe.
It's gotta. You gotta have that already in your heart.
That? What's that? Roy Lee, Thoughts Create Life or something? Oh no, that's the boy. Shout out Sleeping for the Rich, dude back home. That's one of his slogans. Your thoughts create your life.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what you thinking it's like, you know,
you got it. I mean, because honestly, that's a lot of things. Because I mean, for me working with some of my favorite, like when I didn't, you know what I'm saying, Michael Blackson just over there, you know what I'm saying, that was a whole cool ass vibe. I always working with Michael.
Did you meet them at the AOD that time? Cause I know one time, I know 50 was coming down here, and one time I couldn't make it.
No, cool. Whenever I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say it on the show now. When I was
that's how you know it's real.
I was working with Jeff, and Jeff was always, we was talking about people shooting in the clubs, and Jeff was like, always, he shared me, yeah, man, you gotta be careful when you shoot in the club, you know what I'm saying? Because once you start shooting in the club, you get stuck in the club. You're stuck there. If you don't try to get yourself out, you're stuck.
I agree.
You know, because, and I see it, so I was shooting the clubs, and then, you know, when you get to, you know, because shooting people all the time and having to deal with people and being there and capturing that type of, the essence of it, you gotta drink, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be in that zone. You gotta be on that level, because if you're not on that level and you dry ass in there just shooting and dealing with drunk people all the time, or getting bumped in and got someone, hey man, come take a picture. Hey man, come take it. You get that, because you ain't even gonna be in that spirit, be happy like, hey man, calm down, I'm here right here, bro. I'm gonna get you. Like,
and I ain't gonna lie, bro, since I had this studio, like, I feel like I've been doing it the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because before I had this studio, I was shooting at Airbnbs, I was going to shoot at IK studios, I was going to go shoot at Raw Lane, I was going over here to try this studio, I was going to try that time. But now, when a client hit me up, like, the first thing that come to my mind, oh yeah, let's shoot in my studio. You see what I'm saying? So like,
and see, that's dope. That's dope, man. And that's because to be in your, because you know, you ain't got no studio, you gotta call people, you gotta hit people up, you gotta go on Peerspace, you know, look places up, and you know, try to, you know, get your you know, find a place to be at. You know what I'm saying? To shoot. Gotta find your place, or a couple of them, just depending on what type of look that artist, I mean the whoever the artist or the client wants.
Right.
But you got a place where it's like, yeah, I'm over here, come on. And it is, you know what I'm saying, the spot, and you know, whatever, it got the best of the best in here. Right. Man, that's a blessing just to have them just come through.
The crazy part is, the thing I really liked about my journey when I was shooting at Raw Lane, IK, Painted Lens, like all these different studios, the experience that I got, I learned how to shoot in different settings. Cause at Raw Lane, they had a big psych, like what I got, they had a big psych wall, right?
Right.
But I go to IK, they might have a smaller room over here that I was shooting in.
Yeah.
So if I'm ever in another smaller room, me shooting IK in it, I'm gonna know how to do it at the next spot.
Right.
See what I'm saying? If I go over to Painted Lens and they have a bed or something over there, it don't matter where else I go, I got experience.
You got to take all, but so see, that's the growth.
Everything over. So now when I have my own, you see I got a bed, I got a small room, I got a big, you see what I'm saying? But I'm doing, my studio represents my experience.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is my Raw Lane, this big spot right here, remember the big room?
Yeah.
That's what I had. You see what I'm saying? I used to shoot at a bed over there, Painted Lens, so boom, I got a bed over there. At IK, I used to shoot at a certain room, so you know what I'm saying? So like, I brought all my experiences together, so when I wanted to find the studio that I wanted, I got what I was experiencing.
Right.
Anything else, I would have walked into it and be like, oh man, like, ain't no shining spot like this before, and I've been winging it.
Right.
But when I came in here, I was like, I already knew I needed a site.
You already knew what you needed to do.
You already knew because of my experience, and I stuck to the formula. Cause when I first started off, I was shooting on a white background. It was like a material, like I think it was
that cotton bullshit, that wrinkly shit that you gotta iron. Yeah.
So at first, I always look on Instagram and find these photographers. They never had wrinkles in their background.
Yeah. So you like, man, I feel amateur in a bitch.
So I asked one dude, I was like, man, why don't you have wrinkles in your backdrop? He was like, I use paper. And I was like, oh. So I started using paper. Because once I used that paper,
how did you get the paper? The one that, like, did you already have something to put up?
Like this paper right here.
Yeah.
So I found some. I asked him. He told me he found it on Amazon or whatever. So I ordered it, right? So I started using paper, right? So now that he told me that he used it, right? So I tried it. So when I tried it, and I found I didn't have no more wrinkles. I know if I didn't,
that pop.
Yeah, I know if I didn't want wrinkles, I could use paper. So if I start back using that muslin and I get wrinkles in it, and I can't complain because now I know for sure I didn't use paper and I didn't get no wrinkles. Right? So it's the same thing. So like now having it, then the next thing was, I was like, how are they able to step back so far and get, like, how they shooting these music videos? Because all I knew about is paper. I didn't even know about the psych wall then.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't find out about the psych wall until I came out here and did Webby photo shoot. But I just see artists shoot music videos and doing photography, and they was able to run, like doing stuff they running, And I knew how small my paper on is so big.
Well, you like,
how is they able to do all that? And that's when I found out about the psych wall. Like, oh, if you want to get more space, you need a psych wall. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I already know.
So then now, if I ever go back to shoot on that paper, and clients be like, oh, I thought I could run. I'm like, oh, you needed a psych wall. You know what I'm saying? I know now because I tried it.
Man, listen, I was in the studio, and I was in the studio shooting basically. I wasn't even using the lights.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. You could use these lights. Man, I was using my camera flash to do it all half-assed and everything like that.
Man, I remember the pop-up flash.
I was like, why did mine look like those when they was doing this? And they had them in the room, but I didn't know.
If you go back, let's say that once you found out about those, say that you found out about speed lights, right?
When I start finding about speed lights and all the backdrops, because if you look on my pictures, you'll see, man, I shot my son on the, had the camera,
right,
all the way from the beginning, you know what I mean? Because I said my son was on the way. So after my time when he got here, I had my camera skills, I was shooting. But the essence is that I did not know anything. How the studios, I was over there shooting with D Lacey at his studio. He was showing me a couple of things. I was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. You got to put this with this. And man, it was like, okay, that's what, now I need to start shooting in studios because I was shooting outside.
Yeah.
That's you want to do a shoot? We going to shoot outside because I did not know it was so many different, I didn't know too many studios around in Dallas and Fort Worth. Sometimes out here,
So you from Dallas?
Well, I'm actually from Fort Worth.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I moved to Dallas because I was getting paid more in Dallas and I didn't have a vehicle. So I was catching a lift with what people don't know, even when I first started, because of me not having a vehicle. When Jeff would call me, he was in Dallas. So I would have to catch the bus, then catch the TRE, then come all the way down to Dallas. Ooh. And then after the shoot, like I say, we start at 1:00 and the shoot will be over at 11.
Right.
Sometimes the TRE is not running no more. So I would sleep outside till 5 in the morning until they start running again, and then I'll make it back home.
Bro, man, the crazy part, bro, that like us being here right now, bro, and now I see why we jail so much. We basically got almost the same story.
Yeah.
I used to work a job, you used to work a job. You know what I'm saying? Look, I end up getting a son.
Yeah.
You end up getting a son. You know what I'm saying?
In the same process, they have the quickest, like you say, that decision, man. That decision was there, and it was like, but it was like no limit. It was like it was no question about it. Like this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Once I knew that door was open, because I was like, I don't want to work, and I can work my work ethic, working a job. I can work for hours, whatever I need to do.
Right.
If I want to do it, but I can do it.
Yeah.
When Jeff opened up that door, I knew I was in.
Yeah.
And I knew once I seen the form, I seen it.
Right.
I seen it. Once I seen it, I'm like, all right, now I'm just got to go hard.
Yeah.
So just kept going hard, kept going hard. Never quit. I've made my way to Dallas, start work. I was living out here with someone, then end up getting my own spot, getting everything I need. But that was all based off of photography and videography.
Right.
Doing that, staying consistent. Because if I wasn't doing it,
right,
then I would never get booked.
Exactly.
If I wasn't doing it, then people would never see my work. So then I'm busting my ass, still marketing, still pushing shit. But most of the time, people will hit me up from word of mouth.
Right.
And that's the formula. That's one of the formulas too. Like sometimes, it's always still promotion. You always got to market and push yourself.
Right.
But man, if you get it to where people are just always mentioning your name and your work is always out there.
That's what I tell people that all the time, bro. That at the end of the day, your job is to get the client within the door. Like somebody can see this cam guard thing that you got on right now, and they go research, and that's how you get them in the door.
No, that's all marketing.
Or you can give them a business card,
protect the brand.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can give them a flyer, they come to the door. They can see a billboard. But at the end of the day, your job is to get that client in the door.
To be the best that you can be. You know what I'm saying? Do your all, because if you half-ass in here, you're only gonna get what you put out.
Exactly.
When people be hiring, because your prices may be up there. My price may be, people think it's up there, but your price, or whatever, vice versa.
Right.
But you get what you pay for. This is why my price is how it is, because of so-and-so. And when I started off, my prices was, I wasn't trying.
Everybody, I think I was like 25.
Man, listen, I was like 75. Boy, I was lowballing the shit out of myself.
You was more than me. I was $50.
I had to make
you was in Texas though. I was back in Shreveport. Like,
yeah.
If I told somebody $100 back in Shreveport, they were like $100 for a photo.
But I used to live in Shreveport. I used to stay in Lillian Street.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Queensboro. Yeah.
You see, man, I'm learning all this new stuff. Okay, so he didn't live in the ratchet before. See, that's why we got so much similar stuff, bro.
I used to live in New Orleans, so and then I went to Job Corps out there.
My boy said he lived in Queensboro, bro. That's how I know for sure he lived in Shreveport.
Yeah,
man,
I loved it out there. That's the first time I had we started drinking Cisco. Oh, yeah. They had Cisco out there, and they had that. They had Cisco as a night train. It was.
Oh yeah, you older than me. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, you started. I'm 32.
No, see, these are the drinks still out there. I was young when I was going to Job Corps. I was like 19, 20 or something like that, and. You know, I had dropped out of school like 4 times, and I just felt like school was a little bit too slow. So I traveled a lot. My pops went around. My mother had kicked me out at 14. Right. So throughout my life, it was always grind, hustle, grind.
And that explains, bro. That explains like the day that you said you committed and stuff like that. Like if your childhood was like that. And you still survived every day. You showed yourself.
You had no other choice. You had no other choice. I mean, my life, I know, is crazy. It's on like your life may be the same way, but exactly, it's like people try to judge a person. Like if I see somebody with a homeless dude with a cart, I'm not gonna be like, "Ugh, look at that dude doing this." Shoot, I never know the situation how he even got there. He want to do that. Yeah,
he might have pushed that cart.
Some of them like doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never gonna be in my mind to judge a person because motherfucking stories. If you look at it, and people is to always think positive,
right,
about the next person, and then even if they was to think something was up, the person, why you doing this? I will reflect that to myself to make sure I don't be in that position, and then I can teach others. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, but actually take in. I think that's the situation even with Dallas, with the photographers or people is always on some fuck him, fuck that motherfucking pictures. This motherfucker do this and do that.
Right.
If the person that you see doing this quality, because I always show respect to any, I wouldn't care how lame they is, how whack they is. You got great work, you got great work.
Right.
You know, and I'm gonna always respect that. I'm gonna see that, and I wanna, like you say, let me learn something from you, learn something from me, so we can be better and better, and let's collab. You know what I'm saying? Let's make some magic. Let's make some shit happen, because regardless of not what you are, you still have some great quality work, and let's do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I think that Dallas, you know, we don't do that a lot around here.
Right. Yeah, when I first came down here, bro, like when I first was working in Royal Lane, because I went to Royal Lane, like I said, bro, I wasn't used to all that, man. Like I had a studio back home, you know what I'm saying, to do some stuff, but when
Royal Lane, because I went there with Jeff and had that fish tank, and they had this side.
I walked there, it was like, man.
They had the dressing room for the girls, so it's like, oh, this is real quality. That's my first place I've been to as well.
I think that's where a lot of like photographers, you know, like us started off here, bro. Cause that was the first studio I knew about in Dallas. I can't remember which studio I was at when I shot Webby, but the first studio that I can remember that I came to when I came down here was that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember, like I said, you was there, Alex Hudson was there. Twan came in, Dale Fields was there. Like I know a lot of photographers who was using their studio. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I got some great pictures out of there. Yeah,
you know, great quality work.
I got a whole lot.
I've seen videos. No, I seen some of your work too, and that's when I seen you with that. That's what made me even was like, oh man, I gotta start getting lights. I never shot with lights. And see, that's a whole nother formula too as well. When you start learning how to move your lights or how lights.
Exactly, because a lot of photographers hit me up and every day, and they'll be like, hey man, what camera you use? Man, I gotta get a camera like that to.
And it don't even be about the camera. It's about. I be telling motherfuckers. It's not the camera, it's the shooter.
Exactly.
That's like, because I was shooting with a T5 Rebel. People thought I was shooting with a Sony.
Yeah.
If you look at my pictures then, people was like, damn, man, and that camera got
wolf. Because like, the average person thinks like when you snap that photo, it just automatically come out smooth. The colors, this and that. Like, no, I got a formula.
Once I start knocking out the grain, I start knocking out the noise, and getting it, doing this to it, taking this off,
Yeah, I create this perfect product that you like. You know what I'm saying?
I just know how it should look like in my head, how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
All that matters, bro. At the end of the day, like they gonna tell you something. You can go ahead and put your all into this project. If you feel 100% confident that that's what it is, then that's what it is. Somebody else can come in and be like, "Hey man, you should have did this."
Damn, what the say, man? What's up?
That's good to me, bro.
Why you just can't say, man, you did a great. Yeah, you don't know if I wanted that to be looking like that or not,
bro. I feel the same way, bro.
Somebody just out the woodworks and make a comment about the picture. Man, it look dope, but you know, so and so their hand.
Bro, I was just telling dude today, cuz I hate when people use that word, but they be like, "Hey, that is great. Why can't you put a period right there? Why can't I put a comma like that's great?"
Because you want to be seen, you want to feel like you done told me something.
Exactly. But the first thing you told me was that was great. So you know.
No, sometimes I don't even get that's great. You know, so man, just like the motherfucker move on. I don't give a damn what you think. I know how it look. I know where it is. I put it that way. Because people don't understand. We as photographers, we have the eye. We are the creators. We create the artists. We make the artists. I'm looking at it. I know if I'm happy, whatever it is that I did it for a motherfucking reason. It is because every video, and that's what I pay attention to every video too. You know, because videos, some music videos, they'll, people talk about Illuminati, this and that, because they'll have certain
elements in there to make them think that.
Certain what's that?
I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about. I know the word for it.
I can't even think of the word right now, but
maybe like a little symbol or something.
I want to say symbol. Start with an S. So tip of my tongue.
You know what it's talking about, brother, dude?
The
symbolism.
Like say if I'm showing a video, but I'm showing a cross or I'm showing something else to show.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't think of the word.
Started talking about. However, basically, I'm shooting videos and I'm seeing them putting those different type of symbols in the video.
Right.
So I'm like, why are they doing that? So I figured out that every video precisely, no matter, what the artist says something, the artist may say this and say that, and then they'll put this behind it.
Right.
Because now it's putting something into your subconscious.
Ooh,
that's what it is, subconscious.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
So now it's in your subconscious. You're creating the mind. You're creating an emotion. That's what I want to do. I want all of my works to create an emotion behind stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I do it. I'm not just doing it to be here. Because when I put it out, I want to. What do you think about it? How do you feel? Oh, it's dope. So the reaction, the feedback. I'm not gonna lie. I love the feedback. Because now I know that where I'm doing that is the formula.
Right.
How I'm doing it. So when I see the videos on how I'm creating them, I just want them to be as on point as anything else that I seen back in the 90s, back in the 80s, because those, you don't see that no more.
That's dope, bro. Like that's crazy. I never thought about that formula of it. Like whenever I'm creating a masterpiece, like I want the person to feel like I'm creating this for you get a feeling. Like I don't know what your feeling gonna be is like. I might be like, I want this picture to be everybody.
But that's why I look the way it is. That's why when we were talking about the person saying something, that's why I was like, hey man, I did it that way because I wanted to do that way.
I wanted to create that emotion. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't
you may highlight some part of the girl's body more than on the other side of zoom this out.
I wanted to.
But I say if you did it that way, say you did it that way because you wanted to show this. You know what I'm saying? This is why I did that. You know what I'm saying? It may not be where you can see it. And then sometimes we take advice from people that's not even in our lane.
Exactly.
I had people come tell me, I had one chick tell me, well, you shouldn't post so much or this or that or as far as my work, whoop-de-whoop. But they don't know nothing about this world or entertainment I live in.
They tell you what they think.
Yeah, what they think. And I'm like, it's good. The formula's working. Whatever I'm doing is working.
Yes, sir. But man, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, bro. I just want you to give the people some closing remarks. And at the end of the day, because we started out talking about, the formula to start your business or whatever. Right. So let's give the world one piece of free game, bro, that you want to leave them with. And that's going to be the end of the podcast, bro. I'm going to let you close it out.
The thing, let y'all know is, man, to always believe in yourself. Never let anyone tell you what you are and who you are, because only you know who you are, and just stick to that. And if you fail, that's fine. When you quit, that's when you fucked up.
Right.
Never quit. That's all you got to do. Stay consistent. Keep learning, keep studying, and never ever quit, because it's gonna come. It just may not be your turn then, but it will be your turn. Just stay consistent and work hard.
Man, That's it, people. That's the end of, I don't know what episode this is. That's the end of Volume 2. We're going to say this part 2. That's the end of part 2, y'all. I have my boy Cam God on here, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. We're going to drop his Instagram at the bottom, man. Follow my boy Cam God, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.